Ever wondered how ancient scholars memorized vast amounts of information without the luxury of Google or Wikipedia? Well, it seems the answer lies in the time-tested wisdom of the Gurukul system, an ancient Indian educational method. Today's experts have taken inspiration from this system to develop alternative learning techniques. One such technique involves using hand movements and gestures. By associating sentences with specific hand movements or vocalizing them loudly, we can engage our brains in a more interactive manner. It's like transforming the learning experience into a lively dance of knowledge. Next, we have the power of the subconscious mind. Imagine harnessing this untapped reservoir through visualization and positive messaging. It's about creating a mental movie that aids your learning process. Lastly, we have mnemonics. Creating stories or mental images can help us remember and understand complex concepts. It's like turning the lessons into your favorite movies, making them more enjoyable and easier to recall. But these techniques are not just about learning, they're about improving concentration, focus, and unlocking our full potential. So hold on to your seats as we embark on this enlightening journey of ancient wisdom and its application in modern learning. Did you know our hands and gestures can significantly enhance our learning abilities? That's right. The Gurukul method, an ancient Indian learning technique, combines hand movements and gestures to boost memory and brain function. Let's delve deeper into this. How exactly does it work? Well, it's all about association. The Gurukul method encourages learners to associate specific sentences with specific hand movements. This could be as simple as clenching your fist when you're trying to remember a tough physics formula, or tapping your fingers rhythmically as you recite a historical timeline. The idea is to create a physical connection to the information, making it more tangible and easier to recall. But that's not all. This method also promotes vocalizing information loudly. And when we say loudly, we mean really letting it out. The louder and more expressive you are, the more your brain is engaged. You're not just passively absorbing information, you're actively participating in the learning process. This makes the information more memorable and helps to ingrain it in your mind. Imagine how this could revolutionize your study sessions. No longer are you merely reading from a textbook or listening to a lecture. You're fully immersed, using your whole body to learn. Your hands are moving, your voice is resonating, your brain is firing on all cylinders. It's a full sensory experience. You see, our brains love novelty. They thrive on new experiences and unique ways of doing things. By incorporating hand movements and gestures into your learning, you're giving your brain exactly what it craves. A fresh, exciting approach to acquiring knowledge. So next time you're struggling to remember that complex math equation or the key events of World War II, give the Gurukul method a try. Use your hands, use your voice, use your whole body. Engage with the material on a physical level. You might just be surprised at how much more you can remember. With this method, you're not just reading or hearing information, you're physically experiencing it. Imagine if you could tap into the unexplored potential of your subconscious mind to improve your learning. What could you achieve if you could unlock the power of this hidden treasure trove? Let's dive in. Our subconscious mind is a vast reservoir of creativity, knowledge, and untapped potential. It works like an undercurrent, subtly influencing our thoughts and actions, even when we're not aware of it. But what if we could harness this power for something as crucial as learning? Enter the technique of visualization and positive messaging. This technique is simple yet powerful. It involves picturing in your mind what you want to learn or achieve, and then reinforcing it with positive affirmations. Let's say, for example, you're studying a complex scientific concept. Instead of just reading about it, visualize it. Picture it in your mind. Create a mental image of the concept and then reinforce it with positive messaging. Tell yourself, I understand this. I can grasp this concept. This not only makes the learning process more engaging, but also imprints the information deeper into your subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is more receptive to information when it's presented in a way that engages our emotions and imagination. And that's precisely what visualization and positive messaging do. They make learning an immersive and enjoyable experience. They turn dry, dull information into vibrant, memorable images and affirmations. But why does this work? Studies show that our subconscious mind influences up to 90% of our decisions and actions. So, when we feed it with positive messages and vivid images, it's more likely to retain that information and recall it when needed. This method is even more effective when used consistently. The more you practice visualization and positive messaging, the better you get at it, and the more powerful the results. So, the next time you're faced with a challenging topic or a complex concept, give this method a try. Visualize it, affirm it, and watch as your learning experience transforms. It's about time we start using more of our brain's untapped potential, don't you think? Have you ever created a little story to remember a complex formula or a difficult word? If the answer is yes, then you've already dabbled in the magic of mnemonics, an ancient learning technique that's as effective today as it was thousands of years ago. Mnemonics, in essence, are memory aids. They work by creating associations between new information and what you already know. Let's take an example. Remember the good old order of operations in mathematics? Parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, addition and subtraction. Well, you might have learned it as, "Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally," a mnemonic that turns a complex rule into a memorable sentence. But the magic of mnemonics doesn't stop with math. It can be used across a wide range of subjects. Studying history, construct a story around the events to remember the timeline. Tackling a new language, use a catchy song to remember vocabulary. The possibilities are endless. Mnemonics not only make learning more enjoyable, but also enhance understanding. By creating a story or a song, you're not just memorizing facts. You're delving deeper, understanding the relationships and connections between different pieces of information. And this understanding is what promotes long-term memory. Moreover, mnemonics engage different parts of the brain. When you create a story, you're activating the creative right side of your brain. When you use that story to remember factual information, you're engaging the logical left side. This whole brain engagement aids in better retention and recall. But remember, the key to effective mnemonics is personalization. The more personally meaningful, the more effective. So feel free to get creative. Make your mnemonics funny, bizarre, or even a little risque. The weirder, the better. With mnemonics, learning becomes fun and engaging, and most importantly, effective. It's like having a secret key to unlock the treasure trove of knowledge. So go ahead, give it a try, and experience the magic of mnemonics for yourself. Let's take a moment to reflect on these ancient methods and their modern applications. We began our journey by delving into the wisdom of the past and discovered that the Gurukul method, an age-old teaching technique, has a lot to offer to our modern learning habits. This method, which combines hand movements and gestures, encourages an interactive engagement of the brain, making learning an active rather than a passive process. Our hands, powerful tools of expression, can do more than just write or type. They can help us remember and understand complex concepts. By associating sentences with specific hand movements or vocalizing them loudly, we can engage our brain in a more interactive manner. We then moved on to explore the power of the subconscious mind. By harnessing its potential through visualization and positive messaging, our learning can be significantly improved. The mind is an incredible tool, and when we engage it fully, even the most complex subjects can become accessible and enjoyable. Next, we delved into the world of mnemonics. Creating stories, associating images, or even songs with the material we're learning can enhance our understanding and retention. This method, which might seem playful and even childish, can be used in various subjects, from history to physics, and can make learning a fun and engaging process. But remember, these methods are not magic tricks. They require consistency in studying habits. It's not about cramming the night before an exam, but about steady and regular learning. Embrace novelty, try different methods, and find what works best for you. Learning should not be a chore, but a journey of discovery and growth. With these techniques, you are not just learning, you are revolutionizing your learning experience and unlocking your full potential.